That, I mean, the Shaykh has a genius for clarifying things, there's no doubt about that. And he makes very difficult things very accessible, which is a quality of genius. And one of the things that he is known for is in al-Qawa'id al-Fiqhiyya, in the Maliki madhab, they're very, very difficult. The Shafi'i Qawa'id are actually quite easy to grasp. They're not difficult. The Maliki Qawa'id, the juristic principles, there's over 1,000 of them, and they have a great difficulty. The way they've been presented, one of the most famous Maliki books in this is Imam al-Maqari's book on the Kulliyat. They say it takes Shaykhun Fattah, a Shaykh that really can open up the meanings for people, and he is that Shaykh. Allah has given him that ability, and he does teach that book. And most of his students, and this is the truth, the students that he takes on privately are already ulama. In his house he teaches ulama, and I know that for a fact. I mean, at the university he teaches university classes, but he doesn't give a whole lot of weight to that type of teaching. He's coming out of the mahdara. And I'll just say another thing about Shaykh Abdullah bin Bayyah that I know for a fact. He's not somebody that gives you all that he has. He's somebody that in fact is probably giving you about, in everything that he's talking about, he's giving you about 1%. And I'm not exaggerating that. If he started going just into the linguistic analyses of the verses, of these rulings and things like that, you would just start passing out. Because he mastered the Arabic language. And the mastery of the Arabic language is, in this day and age, is very, very rare. His Shaykh, who he studied with, he told me once, he does not believe that Imam Sibawi, who was the greatest scholar of the Arabic language and wrote a book called Al-Kitab, he said that he does not believe that Sibawi was more knowledgeable in the Arabic language, and he's read the book of Sibawi, than this Shaykh that he had as his teacher in the Arabic language, and he took from that Shaykh what he had. So his knowledge of just the Arabic language is extraordinary, not to mention all the other, and I know for a fact, I mean, he memorizes all the mutun of the sciences of Islam. And he rarely quotes from them now just because he doesn't, he's at that time, I think, where he just wants to give you, like Imam Malik radiallahu anhu, who had, his Muwatta was originally 40,000 hadiths, and he spent 40 years honing it down to 1,720 hadiths. And it wasn't that the other one, they were sound hadith to give people what they needed and not overwhelm them with information. And that, in a sense, is what he's giving us. He's just honing it down because it's the end of time and people just don't have the capacity to take a lot of information anymore. So he's just giving you what you need to know in any given question. And we're just very honored. I mean, I just feel overwhelmed. Just that he's here, sitting here in California, teaching us. It's overwhelming because he really is one of the, I mean, I would say in relation to our time and the level of our students, it's like having Imam al-Ghazali or Imam Shatibi in his time in relation to his students. I don't feel that there's any hyperbole in that statement. I really don't. People have forgotten the qima, the real value and weight of Ahlul Dhikr. You know, the people of knowledge who Allah has commanded us to ask. I just mentioned, I got a message just saying that one of the sisters said that she just felt very proud, during these lessons, becoming aware of how vast this Sharia is. And also what a great deen Allah has given us, and given us scholars of the caliber of our Shaykh to reveal to us the secrets of this Sharia that are hidden from a lot of people. And I was saying that's from His fadl, His bounty over us, that really we feel this indebtedness to our Shaykh, and for giving pride, because this is part of the aims and objectives of this Sharia, is that Muslims feel a pride in that they're following this truth. And the more you know about this truth, the deeper the Iman becomes rooted. And so this is part of what the Shaykh is doing. I feel like, in a sense, he's nourishing us with the water of his knowledge, causing the roots of our faith in our sacred law to grow deeper in the soil of truth. And so this is a great gift that he's giving and sharing with us. And it's also the fruit of a lifetime. I mentioned in the Qawa'id al-Fiqhiyya that I hope everybody gets, because it was the lectures he gave last year and the year before. I guarantee you there's immense knowledge in all these things. And you can listen to it over and over again until you really understand a lot of these things. But I mentioned on there that You know, the Shaykh doesn't bring a library with him. Wherever I go, I have to have a bag of books when I teach classes. Shaykh, he doesn't bring any library with him, but he brings a lifetime of worship, a lifetime of study, a lifetime of spending nights. He told me once, I mentioned to him that I wanted him to give me something to help me sleep less. He said, don't sleep less. He said, I spent many years of my life depriving myself of a lot of sleep. He said, for a period I slept hardly at all, and he said it had a bad effect on my health, and I don't advise that for you. But when you see a Shaykh in his complete splendor, you forget to realize that this is the fruit of years of sacrifice, years of study, years of investment. And it's not just for him, but it's for us. And that's why honoring the ulama is awjab al-wajibat. It's really from the biggest of the obligations on this ummah, because it's by them that we're guided. Our Prophet said, al-ulama warathatul anbiya, that the scholars are the inheritors of prophets, that these are the people who have inherited the property of the prophets. And also that our Prophet ﷺ said, speaking from a hadith Qudsi, that whoever shows animosity or aggression towards one of my awliya, then I declare war on him. And who has the ability to have war with the Creator of the heavens and the earth? And like Imam Shafi'i said, if the ulama who act according to their knowledge are not the awliya of Allah, then Allah has no awliya. And so we believe this about our ulama. And Shaykh Muhammad al-Yaqubi, who is one of, I think probably of all the people here, he's really the person that is benefiting the most, because he's at the level of that. And he's probably the only person that can make this judgment, is that he said that I testify that the Shaykh has very few peers on this planet, in this ummah. So
أنا دون ما تقولون دونه بكثير وجزاكم الله خيرا لعلكم ترون فيه